Wonderla Bangalore is India's largest amusement park, and with it being home to over 60 rides and attractions, there is no wonder it is so popular. However, today we're going to count down the top 10 rides at Wonderla Bangalore. Starting off at number 10, we have Wonderla Bamba. And no matter whether you want to swing around like a real monkey or you're just looking for another fun family ride, then this classic carnival attraction is just for you. The only thing is, however, it is not all easy swinging, because as soon as you have boarded the very, and I mean very long gondola with up to 17 others, not only will you rotate around and around and around clockwise, but counterclockwise too, creating an incredibly fun experience for all adults, kids, and those cheeky monkeys alike. Are you heading to Wonderla Bangalore on a hot Indian day? Well, if the answer is yes, then you have got to take a ride on our number 9 spot, Wonder Splash, because despite its very short 34-second ride duration, trust me when I say that giant drop and humongous splash at the end will definitely cool you down. Nevertheless, the reason why I love this ride so much is its uniqueness, as in my entire lifetime I don't think I've ever seen a water coaster quite like this one here. And so I would feel wrong not putting this rather soaking attraction on our top 10 list. Just remember to bring a spare pair of clothes with you. Make sure to get your sick bags out the ready, as for our number 8 spot, we have Tarantula. The rider has taken the word dizzy to the next level, and I think from the moment you see it in motion, it is very easy to see why. Although if you are crazy enough to climb aboard, it only gets 10 times crazier with your freely rotating 4-person gondola rotating around on a spinning plate that will then also be spun around on a giant arm that is then both risen and, believe it or not, spun for the entire ride, causing even the biggest of thrill seekers in the group to hold on very tight. For our number 7 spot on our top 10 list, things are continuing to get even more crazy, as we have Insanity, and with it being almost identical to Tarantula, before we even get onto the ride experience itself, you would already know that you are in for a treat. And you will not be wrong, with once again you, of course if you think you have what it takes, being spun around on 3 giant axes in every direction imaginable until you are quite literally spinning upside down with no clue where you are. And you do not need to be a rocket scientist to know that this is totally insane. You can't have a theme park without a top spin ride, and Wonderla Bangalore is no exception. As for our number 6 spot, we have Maverick, your classic top spin ride with a twist. And here is what. Now of course it would not be a top spin without you and the rest of the thrill seekers in your group being spun, held and rotated upside down non-stop by 2 giant arms, and this ride definitely provides those thrills. Nevertheless, what makes it so bonkers is the fact that halfway through the ride, when you think it cannot get any more intense, the giant 2 arms that you are connected to will go in opposite directions, causing you to, well, do whatever this thing is. Top 5, and coming in for this position, we have Scream. And wow, If this does not make you fall in love with going upside down, then I honestly do not know what will. Within a nutshell, as soon as you have taken your seat in the rather unique U-shaped formation, you will begin your 2-minute experience by being rotated upside down again and again and again by the giant arm. Yet this is only followed by your individual seat both being locked and freely rotating, creating, as you can probably guess, some pretty crazy moments that you nor your stomach will ever forget. Who here does not want to ride all of these non-stop flipping, spinning and rotating rides, but instead wants to combine all of them into one phenomenal attraction? Well, if that is you, then look no further, as for our number 4 position, we have Hurricane, where you can do just that. How awesome does that sound? And so when also taking into account that you will do all of this in a row of 4, allowing you to share those many laughs, screams and cries with the rest of your group, there is no doubt in my mind that a trip to Wonderla Bangalore is nowhere near complete without being blown away by Hurricane. Ding ding. Here we are at the top 3 rides at the park, and for our number 3 spot, we have Equinox, the park's gyro swing ride. And so for starters, with this ride being one, if not the most common types of rides around the world, if you are visiting the park on a busy day, then we suggest riding the more unique attractions first. Yet if you do get a chance to ride, you will definitely not be disappointed with the giant disc that you are sat on, rocking both back and forth, higher and higher, until you are completely flipping upside down, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. If you are scared of heights, then skip to number 1. As for our number 2 spot, we have Flash Tower, and with it standing at a height of 40 meters in the air, already I know some of you are going to be like, no way Jose. However, nor is this your normal drop tower, because instead of just rising to the top and getting an amazing view across both the park and surrounding area before dropping back down again on Flash Tower, you will instantly be launched to the top, followed by a series of drops, pauses and bounces, really bringing your classic drop tower experience to another level. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and in my eyes for the best ride at the park, we have got no other than Recoil. And where do I begin when talking about this ride? As if I was going to talk about every great part, then we would literally be here all day. Yet to start from the beginning, from the moment you walk into the park and see this giant Vekoma boomerang, you'll instantly want to take a ride. And you should definitely do just that, as words literally cannot describe how fun its drops, cobra rolls and loops that you will complete both forwards and backwards really is. And so I think it is very easy to see why it is at our number 1 spot. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.